Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Today, from Roosevelt High School in Johnstown, it's a Longs Peak doubleheader as the Fort Morgan Mustangs take on the Roosevelt Rough Riders. I'm John Beltran. A huge task here. This is the top team in the Longs Peak League as opposed to the Mustangs at the bottom. They're 0-7 as we get to the girls' game here momentarily, 2-15 overall. And Roosevelt 7-0 in league play and 2-15 on the season. Olivia Wolf, Emma Christensen, Kirsten Dahl, Jenna Fritzler, and Jenda Montoya, the 5 starters here for the Mustangs. Same starting 5 for a while. And Roosevelt having a really excellent season with Ryan Bonson-Price, a freshman, averaging 11.3 points a game. Kenzie Trujillo, 7.7 a game. She's in the starting lineup. There's some young players on this team, including another sophomore and Bryn Price. Rayleigh Hess, a freshman, averaging 9.4 points a game. And Ryan Bonson-Price. So it's Trujillo, Meza, Price, Hess, and Bonson-Price for Roosevelt. The Mustangs are coached by Steve Starsher, Hayden Terry, the head coach of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Now keep in mind the Mustangs will close out the regular season coming up on Tuesday. And Brian Nick will have calls of that game on Tuesday, the doubleheader against Northridge, that is. The Mustangs are dressed in their road blacks and Roosevelt in their home whites on a rare Saturday morning / afternoon doubleheader to close out the road portion of the schedule for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. And of course, next weekend on our sister station, 1010 KSIR, will be following the Mustangs at the Regional Wrestling Championships. They'll be at Holy Family High School in Broomfield. Let's get to the opening tip of this game. Kirsten Dahl will be jumping center. Brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Well, Brooklyn DeSelms, who was injured, is going to be out there for the opening tip, and this is just a courtesy. She's got a cast on the lower right leg, and then she'll be taken out of the game because this is their final home game, controlled by Dahl. And now here DeSelms will get hugs and plenty of embraces here from her teammates. And Brooklyn DeSelms, who is a senior on this team, let's check out some of her numbers, will now exit the game. Well, averaging just 1.4 points. Here's Olivia Wolf for Fort Morgan. Across the timeline on the high left. Wolf looking, picks up the dribble, and then throws it away. And Roosevelt knows how to force turnovers. This is going to be a problem for Fort Morgan. There's the long pass inside a dribble, and then the shot is blocked, but a foul. That is Maddie Horahan who was fouled. Well, actually, this starting lineup looking different than what I thought. So it's Allison Beard, along with Mackenzie Sailors, who's an excellent shooter. And the free throw is up, and that is off the back of the rim by Horahan. Second free throw's upcoming. Ayanna Hollier, this team. The second free throw is missed, and Dahl grabs the rebound. All right, what I had in there were the reserves earlier. Here's the pass into the front court on the outside left of Fritzler, dribbling left baseline. Fritzler all the way, banks, and scores! Jenna Fritzler with the first points of the game for the Mustangs. And it's 2-0, 7:27 to go in the opening quarter. Here with the basketball, Sailors on the outside right to Beard. Right corner, Horahan dribbles to her left into the paint. Picks up her dribble, her lob, and it's over the right hand of Hollier out of bounds, and Roosevelt has turned it over. And now Dahl to throw it in. Kirsten Dahl, backcourt bounce pass to Fritzler. Maintains the dribble into the front court. Fritzler right of the paint. Fritzler stripped from behind. Now she's on the floor with the ball. Has to get rid of it. She's going to be tied up somewhere. There's the tie-up. There's going to be a travel instead. Second turnover by the Mustangs, but they do have the early lead. And here comes Mackenzie Sailors. Sailors across the timeline. Lob inside for Hollier. Left corner. The three is up, and that is good. And that is drilled by Madison Boyers. Boyers has given Roosevelt the 3-2 lead. Here's Fritzler the other way. To the rack, stops, has the shot blocked by Hollier. Into the hands of Sailors. Well, that's why you need a pump fake there. Need a little bit of a pump fake. The other way, banking and missing, is Horahan, and the ball is out of bounds off Olivia Wolf. And Roosevelt to throw it in, up 3-2 with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. And to throw it in will be Allison Beard to the left of the basket. So now we have the starters that are settled here. Beard looking, got to get rid of it. She's going to be called for 5 seconds. No, almost. Three-pointer in the corner is around and no good by Moyers. And Kirsten Dahl grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. The outlet is intercepted. Beard on the outside right. The Mustangs with 3 turnovers. Dribbling right baseline, and she is fouled by Emma Christensen on the drive to the basket. But that's going to be on the floor. Second team foul against Roosevelt, against Fort Morgan, I should say. And Beard to throw it in. Beard on the offensive end to the left of the basket. Bounce pass inside, bang, missing. Hollier goes up and scores after the initial miss there by Horahan. And it's 5-2 Roosevelt. At midcourt, Montoya lobs it inside to Fritzler. She puts it up and in off the glass. Beautiful pass from Montoya to Fritzler. And the Mustangs are in this game. Less than 2 minutes in, it's 5-4 Roosevelt. Sailors at the top now for Beard. Dribbling right of the paint. Jump pass inside to Hollier. She puts it up and in off the glass. The Mustangs not defending well down low at 7-4. Dahl with backcourt pressure gets it into Christensen. Emma Christensen with a left-handed dribble into the front court. Christensen's going to have to back it out on the left wing, but she maintains the dribble. Cross-court pass to Wolf. Wolf at the top of the basketball. 5:49 to go first quarter. Roosevelt 7, Fort Morgan 4. Bounce pass for Dahl. Dribbles, turns, and she's fouled as she misses. And that foul looks like it's on Mackenzie Sailors. And Kirsten Dahl to the line. Well, we saw this. Brian was on the call when Fort Morgan got off to a good start against Frederick. And then the game got away in the second quarter. The free throw is in by Kirsten Dahl. Mustangs now trail 7-5. 5:44 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw by Dahl is in the air, and that's perfect. Roosevelt 7, Fort Morgan 6. Here's Sailors the other way. Sailors at the top, hands it off to Hollier. Now to Beard. Beard in the right corner. Horahan takes the three. That hits the bottom of the net. An ugly miss. Montoya pulls down the basketball for Fort Morgan. Here, Emma Christensen misses the shot left of the lane. The rebound to Hollier. She went all the way. Second rebound for Hollier. Sailors free throw line. In the right corner, Horahan. She'll take the three. And again, the bottom of the net. Montoya again. That was a replay of the previous play. And the ball is out of bounds. It's off Fort Morgan on the miscue near midcourt. It'll be Roosevelt basketball. Yeah, Horahan's got to follow through. She's falling well short on those right corner threes. Mackenzie Sailor sets it up for Roosevelt at the top on the left wing for Moyers. Dribbles to her right. Cross court to Beard. Now on the right wing. Moyers another three, and that one's off the back of the rim. But the rebound is controlled by Moyers after the Horahan miss. Here is Hollier. Now to Sailors in the right corner. Dribbles to her left. Sailors at the top. Back out to Beard. And they'll reset the offense. Inside, Beard dribbles, has the ball stripped away. It is loose, and there's going to be a tie-up. And possession arrow goes to Fort Morgan, and the Mustang defense playing pretty well. Only down 7-6 with 4:47 to go in the first. Kirsten Dahl will throw it in. Backcourt chest pass to Christensen. She's tied up. Yeah, she came back for the ball, but didn't control it. And now Roosevelt has it in the front court. And to trigger it in will be Allison Beard. Beard. She might watch out because if you have your back to the inbounds passer, it happened twice. They throw it off their back. Moyers at the top. Check that. That's Horahan. Now to Moyers. Lob down low for Hollier. Dribbles. Triple teamed. Now the three by Moyers is off the front of the rim. It's out of bounds. And Fort Morgan basketball, I think Roosevelt is settling for way too many threes. They've only got a 1-point lead with 4:35 to go in the first quarter. And to throw it in will be Kirsten Dahl. And we've got a whistle. And a delay of game warning against Horahan. She is too close. You got to get a little bit further away from the inbounds passer. Bounce pass into Christensen, back to Dahl. Dahl with a basketball underneath her own basket. Kirsten Dahl maintains the dribble near midcourt. Here's Emma Christensen. Christensen, met by a couple of defenders, dribbles across the timeline against Hollier. On the right side, here is Jenda Montoya with a left-handed dribble at the top off the bounce to Kirsten Dahl. On the left wing, Christensen towards the free throw line. Right baseline, Montoya, 15-footer around and no good. And the ball is pulled down by Allison Beard. That is her first rebound. Beard into the front court, bounce pass, Hollier dribbles, turns, banks, and scores. Ayanna Hollier's got 6 points in the game. It's 9-6 Roosevelt, 3:58 to go in the first quarter. Left-handed pass to Dahl across the timeline. Now near that left baseline to Fritzer, she travels. Turnover number 6 for Fort Morgan. And the Mustangs only down by 3, so they played a very good, solid, competitive first 4 minutes of the game. And here we go with Mackenzie Sailors. Neither team has made a substitution. In the left corner, Moyers lob down low for Hollier. She dribbles, she turns, and she puts it up short. And the ball is picked out of the air there by Montoya off the bounce. That's her third rebound. Christensen for Fort Morgan into the front court. Christensen spins, kicks it back out to Montoya, picks up the dribble. Well behind that three-point line, nearly bodied up there by Moyers. Feeds it to Christensen, dribbles right baseline. She's going to have to cross over. Bounce pass inside is off the foot of Hollier. Mustangs retain possession. And let's see, now we have 5 for 5 in here for Roosevelt, including 2 of the leading scorers here in Ryan Bonson-Price and Bryn Price. Brooke Mays is also out there. Wolf to throw it in. Bounce pass inside off the hand of Fritzer, retrieves it in the corner. Fritzer bounce pass inside, deflected from behind, intended for Dahl. That's turnover number 7. There's the long pass to Mesa. She puts it up and in off the glass. She was ahead of the field. Brooke Mesa's given Roosevelt an 11-6 lead. Backward pressure. Wolf, jump pass in the front court to Montoya. Wide open as Fritzer got tipped away. Fritzer's got it all the way, and she's fouled as she misses. And the foul was on Kinsey Trujillo, her first. Nice job of breaking the press by Fort Morgan with an even 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Jenna Fritzer will shoot 2. She's already got 4 points in the game. The senior bends, shoots, and connects. Roosevelt 11, Fort Morgan 7. Repositioning is Ryan Bonson-Price, only a freshman. But boy, she has got some size to her. She's tall. A lot of length. Second free throw for Jenna Fritzler. And the Mustang senior delivers, and good again. Roosevelt 11, Fort Morgan 8. And here comes Trujillo the other way with a strong dribble. Into the left corner, penetrating left baseline, cut off. That's a travel on Ryan Bonson-Price. Third turnover for the Rough Riders. Nice defense by Kirsten Dahl. And Dahl to throw it in. She gets it in, tipped out of bounds. Did it go off of, yep, it went off of Mesa, intended for Fritzler. And let's see who throws it in here for Roosevelt. Mesa this time. Oh, it's going to be, yep, it's off of Fritzler, so that's a turnover. All right, now they say it was off of Roosevelt. That's what I thought initially. Dahl to throw it in, so they overturned the call. Dahl bounce pass to Christensen. Christensen double teamed, jump pass is tipped away, and the ball is saved in, but it now goes out of bounds towards the bleachers, and now it goes to Roosevelt. That is turnover number 8 against Fort Morgan. Yeah, you need pump fakes and drop steps to get this team off balance. Pass to Mesa, hooks and scores. That is Brooke Mesa off the inbounds pass. And now we have a violation of the inbounds pass. 9 turnovers against Fort Morgan. Roosevelt leads 13-8. 2:43 to go here in the opening quarter. The inbounds pass to Bryn Price in the corner. Fakes the 3, dribbles to her left. Now swings it back out to Trujillo. Trujillo with a crossover dribble. That's a foul on Emma Christensen. That'll be her second on the hold. And now to throw it in is going to be Rayleigh Hess. Hess for Roosevelt. Underneath the basket on the offensive end. On the outside left, Bryn Price 3, and that's off the back of the rim. Christensen with a rebound. She's fouled by Price. That's actually a good foul because the Mustangs would have had a layup there. They had a player ahead of the field. But so many threes taken by Roosevelt. A lot of them. And they're shooting about 20% from three, if even that. There's the lob. It's tipped away. Montoya gets it off the deflection. Mustangs catch a break. Montoya into the front court. Jump pass is poked out of bounds by Rayleigh Hess. Again, you need a pump fake or a ball fake. If not, that's what's going to happen a lot of times. And Christensen to trigger it in with 2:26 to go in the first, and Fort Morgan down by 5. The bounce pass is going to be, what happened there? That's going to be a technical foul. That's going to be against Rayleigh Hess. She was too close to the inbounds passer. There was already a warning. This will be 2 free throws and the ball for Fort Morgan, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what happened. You cannot be that close. She was sliding almost along the line on the far side. And Olivia Wolf will shoot 2. She can draw the Mustangs to within 3. The free throw is up, and that rattles home. Fort Morgan is 5 out of 5 from the line. Second free throw by Wolf is up, and that's perfect. Well, that's a difference so far in the game. The Roosevelt Rough Riders have missed 2 free throws. The Mustangs have made all 6. 13-10 with 2:26 remaining first quarter. Bounce pass is knocked out of bounds by Trujillo, intended for Fritzer. Again, the Fort Morgan Mustang offense has got to be patient here. We know this team is aggressive defensively in Roosevelt. You got 9 turnovers, though. Christensen lobs it in, and it's tipped away by Trujillo. Dahl tries to chase it down and does on the high left. Dahl cross-court pass to Christensen. Dribbles to her left at the free throw line. Stripped away, gets it back, and then her bounce pass is intercepted. That is 10 turnovers. Long pass to Mesa's out of bounds. Roosevelt with their 4th turnover. Mustangs go the other way. And Dahl to throw it into the backcourt. Looking, still looking. Bounce pass to Christensen. Christensen maintains the dribble at her own free throw line. Crosses over beautifully on Trujillo and then dribbles it off Trujillo. Turnover number 11. There is the long pass to Hess. Hess banks and scores with the left hand. That is Rayleigh Hess. 15-10 Roosevelt. Dahl along the right baseline across the timeline. Montoya's wide open but throws it too long. Nope, she saved it in, but now it's out of bounds. Mustangs unofficially with 12 turnovers. They've got more turnovers than points, but they're still in this game. Down 15-10 with 1:48 remaining in the first quarter in Johnstown. I'm John Beltran here on Morgan County's B106. And Mesa in the paint, back out. The 3 is up, and that's good, and that's made by Rayleigh Hess. She scored the last 5 points of the game. It's 18-10, 90 seconds to go in the first. Olivia Wolf met at midcourt by Hess. Maintains that dribble, crosses over. Looking for a pick, swings it towards Christensen. That is intercepted, and here's the pass to Mesa. Puts it up and in off the glass, off the feed from Ryan Bonson-Price. Mesa now with 6, timeout Fort Morgan. And it's now a 7-0 run for Roosevelt with 1:16 to go in the first quarter. And again, this is what you have to prevent are turnovers and spacing, patience. A lot of elements have to come into play. And the way this is going, Roosevelt, with the way they like to run, they could easily eclipse 80 points in this game. They have missed a ton of three-pointers so far. They have made only 2. One by Moyers at the beginning of the game and the other by Rayleigh Hess. Mustangs have 6 points from Jenna Fritzler, Ayanna Hollier, and Brooke Mesa with 6 points. And it is 20-10 Roosevelt with 1:16 to go here in the first quarter. Head coach Steve Starcher with instructions for his team. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good, but again, they've got a lot of fast break points here in the last couple of possessions. The Mustangs to trigger it in. It'll be Kirsten Dahl to throw it in the backcourt for Fort Morgan. Dahl to Christensen. She is met near midcourt by Hess. Now to Dahl, still in the backcourt. Swings it to Christensen, crosses the timeline, double team, jump pass tipped away, and it's intercepted by Bonson-Price. Turnover number 14. The long pass to Trujillo. She misses, but she's fouled. She was fouled by Christensen. That's going to be her 3rd. And she's going to land on the bench. And Kinsey Trujillo to the line. Nope, they're going to, yeah, that is her 3rd. And the free throw's good. Kendra Brenneman will check in. And this is now an 8-0 run for Roosevelt. They lead 21-10 with 61 seconds to go in the first. Second free throw is up, and that's perfect. 22-10, the pressure is applied once again. Backcourt pass is taken by Allison Holdcroft, and then she lost the ball, and it's taken away by Roosevelt. And Mesa inside puts it up short. She gets the rebound, kicks it back out on the left baseline. Now with the basketball straight away. The three is up, and that is good. Made by Kinsey Trujillo. Trujillo now with 5, and the lead is 15. In the backcourt is Brenneman, 25-10, 37 seconds to go, still in the first quarter. Brenneman lob down low for Dahl, puts it up, misses, and Fritzer grabs the rebound. It looked like she had the ball poked away. And here is Trujillo with the basketball. Long pass to Mesa, banks and scores. I'm telling you, this team is a machine right now. 8 points for Mesa, and the ball is knocked out of bounds at midcourt by Bonson Price. Mustang basketball. This is now a 14-0 run. This was 13-10 just over a minute ago with 1:13 to go, and then they just started shooting lights out. Jessica Sanchez near the top on the right side to Dahl. Dribbles right of the lane, right corner Holdcroft. Her rainbow shot is going to be short, and the ball is loose, and it's going to be picked up by Roosevelt. Here's the long pass once again, and going up and being fouled is Ryan Bonson Price, and fouled by Jenna Fritzler. That'll be her first. Excellent pass there by Bryn Price off the rebound with 1 second to go. Free throw is up, and that is off to the right by Bonson Price. Free throw number 2 is upcoming to try and extend this run, which is now at 14-0. Second free throw is off the back of the rim, and the ball is loose, and that's the end of the first quarter. The Roosevelt girls have put up 27 points. They scored the last 14 points of the quarter and lead the Fort Morgan Mustangs in Johnstown 27-10 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back with you here from Johnstown. Mustang Athletics on B106. Holdcroft for the basketball, 27-10. Roosevelt leads, and Brooklyn Cundiff has the ball go through her hands in the right corner, out of bounds. And that's the way this quarter begins. The Mustangs committed 15 turnovers in the first quarter. Here the other way's Mackenzie Sailors. Hands it off to Allison Beer. Dribbles against Cundiff all the way. Banks and misses. And the rebound is pulled down by Brooklyn Cundiff of Fort Morgan. There is the outlet to Dahl. Out there with Jessica Sanchez. We mentioned Holdcroft and Kendra Brenneman. Jump pass is taken near midcourt. Now in the backcourt. That's a violation against Fort Morgan. That is now turnover number 17 against the Mustangs. I mean, probably safe to say that in this game, they're going to commit more turnovers than points scored. And it's not because of them. Roosevelt is just so good. Here is Sailors at the top. Left-handed dribble all the way. Banks and misses, but a foul. Strong drive to the basket. And the Mustangs only have one starter out there. And that foul was committed by Kendra Brenneman. That's her first. And here's Mackenzie Sailors to the line. She did not score in the opening quarter. And keep in mind, this is still a 14-0 run for Roosevelt, and now it's at 14-0 after another miss. Roosevelt has been awful from the free throw line, only 2 out of 7. 28% for the line. Everything else is certainly better. Second free throw by the left-hander is up, and that's around and good. Roosevelt 28, Fort Morgan 10. Dahl at midcourt, met by a defender in Sailors. Also in Beer, the bounce pass to Cundiff. Cundiff bounces it to Dahl, but still barely beyond midcourt. Ball is tipped away and now thrown. Oh, nope. It's thrown into the hands of Brenneman, but an over and back. Well, we know that Roosevelt's a state title contender in Class 4A, and the defense alone tells you why. And when they're hitting their threes, even more dangerous. Sailors at the top, 28-10 Roosevelt. Dribbles to her left, is going to hand it off over there on the outside right. Now cross-court pass is taken by Hollier. Dribbling left baseline. Sailors puts it up. Threw up an air ball from about 4 feet away. Cundiff has the basketball for Fort Morgan. Cundiff looking for the outlet. Fort Morgan might need a timeout here. There's the timeout called by head coach Steve Starstra. He had no other option with 6:56 remaining second quarter. You got to call the timeout there because the Mustangs were in a world of trouble. And they will have the ball. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living in Colorado, not just a bank in Colorado. They are Bank of Colorado, a proud supporter of local sports and academics. Just past the top of the hour. 12:01 Mountain Time. This is Morgan County's B106 KPRB Brush Fort Morgan. Boys game scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. We'll see more than likely, I would think maybe a 1:15 start. Let's reset. Ayanna Hollier in there with Peyton Terry, Mackenzie Sailors, Allison Beard, and Madison Horahan. Here's Holdcroft for Fort Morgan. On the outside left feeds Dahl towards the top. Dahl maintains the dribble. Jump pass in the corner for Cundiff. Lob inside for Dahl, and she's fouled as she misses. That was the foul on Ayanna Hollier, who had 8 points, make it 6 in the first quarter. Kirsten Dahl to the line. Hollier with her first foul. The Mustangs have made all 6 of their free throws, and they were all in the first quarter. Emma Christensen is going to be summoned into the game with 3 fouls, and 2 other Mustangs will also check in. Free throws off to the right. So Fritzler, Christensen, and Montoya, 3 starters into the game for Cundiff, Holdcroft, and Brenneman. Yeah, you might as well at this point. Second free throw is coming up here for Kirsten Dahl. She bends, she shoots, and that one's around off to the right. And the rebound to Beard, that's her second. There's a long pass here to Horahan. She'll fake the 3, dribble, and then she's bumped, and that's a defensive foul by Jenna Fritzler. I think that's a good call there. Yeah, that was tight, but Fritzler commits her second. Boy, they're going to say she was shooting? I don't know about that. I mean, she was intending to go up, but I think she was fouled prior to that nonetheless. Maddie Horahan will be at the line. She's 0 out of 2 for the line in this game. Free throw is up, and that is 0 out of 3. It's short. And Roosevelt's got to practice their free throws in this game. Second free throw by Horahan is in the air, and that's good. It's now a 16-0 run for Roosevelt. Dahl in the backcourt. That dates back to the first quarter. Bounce pass to Christensen. On the high left, here's Montoya to Christensen. Into the paint. Christensen is bumped. She is bumped by Maddie Horahan. That's going to be her first. 1-1 situation, and Christensen can stop the 16-0 run right now with 6:26 to go before halftime. Both teams have committed 7 fouls. Emma's free throw is in the air, and that one is off the back of the rim, and the ball is tipped around, chased down by Peyton Terry. And here's the pass over to Horahan. Back out of the bounce to Sailors. Sailors left side wide open. Beard 3, good. Allison Beard was open. She scores for the first time, and it's a 19-0 run. 32-10, 6:06 to go before halftime. Christensen jump pass to Fritzler. Fritzler into the front court, picks up the dribble, left side to Christensen. Bounce pass towards Fritzler in the paint. Jump pass right baseline. Montoya puts it up short from 5 feet away, and the ball is out of bounds. It's off Roosevelt. Mustangs retain possession with 5:56 to go, and Christensen to throw it in. Emma to the left of the basket. Lobs it back out on the high right to Montoya. Cross-court pass to Sanchez. Sanchez guarded closely over there by Peyton Terry. On the high right to Montoya. Swings it cross-court to Christensen. Christensen crossover dribble, lost it and got it back. Emma bounce pass to Fritzler. Fritzler in the lane to Dahl. She puts it up and she's fouled and she misses. Well, Fort Morgan's getting aggressive. They just got to put it in the bottom of the net, and that foul is on Horahan. That's her second. And 2 free throws for Kirsten Dahl. She just missed 2 moments ago. And that free throw is good, and that stops the 19-0 run. It's 32-11 Roosevelt. Free throw number 2 to be attempted by the senior Kirsten Dahl. And that is in. 32-12. Here come the Rough Riders. Sailors quickly into the front court. Sailors left of the lane. Back out straight away. Beard wide open 3 and no good. Rebound Jessica Sanchez of Fort Morgan. Sanchez with a dribble in the backcourt. Looking, still looking. Got to get rid of it. And another timeout, 30-second timeout. Called by head coach Steve Starsher. We'll take it with him. Well, let's keep it right here for now. With a 32-12, Roosevelt lead in the first of two. This was a 13-10 game with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Then Roosevelt got hot. And they got real hot. And now it's a 20-point lead for the Rough Riders. And it will be Mustang basketball, though, off the timeout called by head coach Steve Starsher. Well, that timeout has expired. They better get that ball in here quickly as soon as they position them. There we go. Emma to throw it in. Emma's looking for some help. Gets it in on the bounce to Montoya, now to Christensen. She'll set up the offense on the outside right for Fort Morgan. Christensen, right corner to Fritzler. Dribbles right baseline, cut off over there, double team. Bounce pass is intercepted by Beard. That is turnover number 19. All the way, banking and scoring for Roosevelt is Peyton Terry. To the right of the basket. She just drove by defenders. 5 minutes to go, 34-12. Jump pass Montoya is intercepted. Here is Maddie Horahan with Dahl behind her, and Dahl pokes the ball off of Horahan out of bounds. Nice defense there by Kirsten Dahl. Outstanding defense. And Allison Holdcroft will check back in from Montoya. I mean, that's a great play there by Dahl. 34-12 Roosevelt with 4:51 to go, second quarter. Christensen lobs it, still in the backcourt to Holdcroft. Front court pass is tipped away, but is chased down by the Mustangs. Then a ball nearly thrown out of there. Now the Fritzler shot is up and short from about 15 feet away. The rebound is pulled down by Hollier. Here is Mackenzie Sailors all the way, banking, scoring, and a foul. That's a foul on Kirsten Dahl. And to the line is Mackenzie Sailors. Dahl commits her second. Well, she sidestepped the defender, and that's why it's a defensive foul. Steve Starsher doesn't like that call. It's 36-12, and now a free throw here, the and one by Mackenzie Sailors. Yeah, there's not much Dahl could have done. She was positioned right there. Sailors sidestepped. I think the best thing would have been a no call because the contact was actually minimal. Now the free throw by Sailors to make this a 25-point lead. The left-hander delivers and connects. Nothing but string. Sailors has 4 points all in the quarter. 37-12, 4.5 to go. Christensen's pass is tipped out of bounds by Sailors. Mustangs retain possession. 4.5 to go, second quarter. Roosevelt has outscored Fort Morgan 10-2 here in the quarter. So this is now a 24-2 run. Christensen's cross-court pass tipped away. She retrieves it near midcourt. Poked away by Beard. Right baseline. Here is Fritzler. Fritzler then was fouled. That'll be the 19th foul. Maddie Horahan with her third. Just getting way too close to Jenna Fritzler. It's the 1-1. Jenna Fritzler scored 6 points in the first quarter. And now Wolf is back into the game for Holdcroft. Wolf got quite a breather there on the bench. Jenna Fritzler bends, shoots, and misses short. Rebound to Allison Beard. That's her third. Long pass to Horahan all the way, and she was bumped. No whistle, but it's picked up. Now the Sailors' three is up, and that's in and out. And Olivia Wolf has the rebound for the Mustangs. Here comes Fort Morgan the other way in the backcourt, still to Kirsten Dahl. Under 4 minutes to go, 37-12 Roosevelt. And then the ball is poked away by Beard. It's taken by Hollier. That's turnover number 21. Hollier, middle of the lane, then had the ball stripped from behind. Nice defense by Fort Morgan. Here's Christensen, left of the lane, puts it up and misses with the left hand off the bottom of the rim. And Allison Beard with her fourth rebound. Beard, jump pass to Horahan. She lost control, picked up by Hollier. Right corner three, Terry is an air ball. And with the basketball is Jenna Fritzler over to Wolf. Boy, this is a wild sequence here over the last minute plus. Wolf crosses over across the timeline. 3:20 to go, second quarter. Roosevelt leads 37-12. Bounce pass towards the top to Christensen, and that is taken away. Here's Sailors by herself. She'll bank and score. The lead is now 27. 30-second timeout as Mackenzie Sailors now has 6 points all in this quarter. And it is now a 26-2 run. It was a 19-0 run. And let's see if we take it with them here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Olivia Wolf with the basketball. Just over 3 minutes to go. It's 39-12 Roosevelt, and Wolf has the ball. I thought it was tipped out of bounds initially because the official pointed that Roosevelt or Fort Morgan still had the ball. Are they going to go the other way? No, Wolf will throw it in. She throws it in near the corner. It's Wolf, Dahl, Montoya, Fritzler, and Christensen for Fort Morgan. Wolf looking, still looking, gets rid of it. Along the baseline, there's a push. That's a push by Trujillo. Yeah, you don't want to start complaining if you're Trujillo. You're leading by 27, and you got to knock that off. I mean, come on. Second foul. There by, they said it's on Mesa, but I thought well, I guess it's on Mesa. Double bonus situation. And the Fritzler free throw is up, and that's short. Jenna Fritzler, 2 out of 4 from the line. Second free throw upcoming here for the Mustang senior. And that is in the air, and that one is off to the right. Rebound is controlled by Ryan Bonson-Price. Here's Trujillo back out on the outside right to Rayleigh Hess. Now it's Bryn Price. Boy, they're going to move it around beautifully. Dribbling along the baseline is Hess, and she's fouled. That might have been Olivia Wolf, and it was. That will be her first. 19 foul, 1-1. That's why this half is taking longer than it should, because now we have lots of free throws coming up with every foul. 2:48 to go in the first. Roosevelt 39, Fort Morgan 12. And the free throw by Hess is off the right side of the rim, and the ball is rebounded by Kirsten Dahl. We've seen some poor free throw shooting here from Roosevelt. Dahl on the high right against Trujillo. Right baseline, her runner's up and too strong off the back of the rim, and the rebound is pulled away by Trujillo. All the way banking and scoring is Ryan Bonson-Price, her first points of the game, 41-12. 2:22 to go, second quarter. Christensen spins at the top with the basketball. Right side to Dahl. Down low, Christensen dribbles, puts it up, and there was body contact, no whistle. Trujillo with the basketball off the miss. Trujillo, long pass to Mesa, puts it up off to the left, and then Mesa committed the foul. That's a silly foul on Mesa. She had no chance to get that ball, and Kirsten Dahl is on her back. Yeah, she's just going to get up slowly. I don't know why Mesa would commit such a silly foul. I mean, she missed it, and then she just knocked Dahl into the ground, essentially. Second foul on her. Yeah, there's times you don't want to commit fouls 75 feet away from the basket. Well, actually, that would have been on the offensive end anyway for Roosevelt. Now Kirsten Dahl to the line. This will be free throws 7 and 8 for Kirsten Dahl with a 41-12 lead for Roosevelt. Yeah, this half could not get over soon enough. Free throw by Dahl is up, and that is off the back of the rim. Free throw number 2 is coming up for Dahl. 41-12 in favor of Roosevelt. And that one is up, and that's in. Dahl has 5 points in the game, all for the line. And that's a traveling violation easily. That was an extra couple of steps there by Kinsey Trujillo. Roosevelt with 7 turnovers. The Mustangs have 22. And Wolf to throw it in near midcourt. In the backcourt here to Christensen. Christensen across the timeline on the outside right to Wolf. Wolf guarded by Rayleigh Hess. Maintains the dribble. Swings it right side to Dahl. Dahl bodied up by Mesa. Their defense is super tight. Now to Fritzler in the corner. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Rayleigh Hess. Well, that's why Roosevelt commits as many fouls as they do. They're right on top of you. Wolf to throw it in with 1:49 to go in the first half. It's 41-13 Roosevelt. Right now in a 28-3 run. This was a 13-10 game at one point. The Mustangs have 3 points in the quarter. And Wolf still looking. The bounce pass taken by Christensen on the right wing. Dribbles to her left. Christensen Inside pass is intercepted by Rayleigh Hess. Here is Hess with a one-on-one. Hess is bumped, and that will be, as Dahl goes to the ground, that's going to be a blocking foul. I think she was moving, and now Dahl is flat on her stomach, or on her side, actually. But that will be a defensive foul, and Dahl has committed her third. I think it might be a right shoulder or an elbow. With 99 seconds to go, but unfortunately she was moving. And I think that's the right call. Coach Starsher out there with a medical assistant. I think Dahl's going to be okay. She just needs a couple of seconds here after she took a pretty hard fall off the contact, off the miss. It'll be 2 free throws coming up. And a wild first half here with all the free throws taken and a stoppage of play, a continuous stoppage of play. Well, they're still looking at something. It might be a lower extremity. Maybe the left knee, but I'm not sure. But she's been down here for close to a minute, if not more. As Fort Morgan is down by 28 with 99 seconds to go here in the opening half. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go at Equitable Savings and Loan. Well, she stayed down further. That could be a more severe injury if she remains on her back on the floor. Getting up slowly is Dahl. Yeah, I think she'll be okay, but she really took a fall there. That's what happens. You play some physical basketball and somebody can take the brunt of that. And in this case, Dahl is now seated underneath the basket on Roosevelt's offensive end with a 41-13 lead for Roosevelt. Yeah, let's see if they can get her up here. Got to be able to get her up. But I'm telling you, she should be done for the rest of the game if it took her this long. Yeah, she might even, I wonder if she has a little bit of a concussion too. She looks a little dazed out there. Yeah, I say she's done for the game. It's just not worth it this late in the season. I think she might have a concussion. Gonna need some water. So here we go. 2 free throws will be upcoming. But she needs some water out there. Yeah, I think she's got a definite concussion. She's going to have to come off slowly, so she'll be done for the game. And this will be 2 free throws coming up. And hopefully some fluids, but there's some fogginess there. So 2 free throws for Rayleigh Hess. Hess in the game has scored 5 points, all in the opening quarter. And the free throw is up, and that's in. The lead is 29. It's 42-13 with 1:39 to go. Second free throw is up, and that barely got to the rim, and the rebound to Christensen of Fort Morgan. Christensen across the timeline. Swings it left side to Wolf, holding the ball up high. Now here's Montoya. Montoya dribbles to her right. Jump pass to Fritzler. Fritzler right of the lane. Looking down low. Christensen dribbles, puts it up, and it's blocked out of there. And the ball is loose. It's taken by Trujillo. Trujillo over to Hollier. Banks and misses. And then the rebound is pulled away by Roosevelt. Now the 3 is up, and that's missed badly off the back of the rim. And Christensen a tie-up, and then she wrestles the ball away. Nice rebound by Christensen. A minute to go. In the right corner with a basketball. Sanchez crosses over on Trujillo. Trujillo bounce pass in the corner for Christensen. Dribbles to her left, now back to her right. Christensen bounce pass to Fritzer. Right of the paint. Cross-court pass is taken by Montoya. Her shot is around and no good. And it's a rebound to Roosevelt. That's Rayleigh Hess with her first. Rayleigh Hess out of the pack, right of the lane. Right wing, Bonson Price 3. Back rimmed it, no. Rebound is controlled here by Roosevelt and Bryn Price. Here's Bonson Price all the way, banks and scores to the left of the basket. What a play there by Bonson Price. And it's now 44-13, 22 seconds to go here in the opening half. Christensen lobs it left corner, Wolf. She'll take the 3, and that is short. Rebound pulled away by Bonson Price. There is the long pass ahead to Bryn Price. She scores off the glass. Bryn Price is into the scoring column. 10 different Rough Riders have scored. 46-13, 3 seconds to go. Here's Montoya, right baseline, scores at the buzzer. Jenda Montoya from 10 feet away. She scores, but a huge second quarter here for Roosevelt after a big first quarter. We have played 16 minutes of basketball here in Johnstown. Roosevelt 16. Check it, Roosevelt 46, Fort Morgan 15 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the second half. The Roosevelt Lady Rough Riders with a commanding 46-15 lead. They go with Allison Beard, Mackenzie Sailors, along with Madison Moyers, Maddie Horahan, and Ayana Hollier. For the Mustangs, Olivia Wolf, Jessica Sanchez, Emma Christensen, Jenna Fritzler, and Jenda Montoya. And it will be Roosevelt basketball first. If they go up by 35 in the fourth quarter, then we'll get to a running clock and we'll speed this game up. Here's the inbounds pass to Sailors. Sailors against Wolf, dribbles to her left, feeds it back out towards Moyers, but she threw it behind her near the scorer's table, out of bounds. Roosevelt with a rare turnover, that's their 8th. Here comes Wolf for Fort Morgan, met by Sailors near midcourt. With a left-handed dribble, bounce pass on the high left for Christensen. Back out, and the ball is tipped away, and it's intercepted by Beard. Beard with a 3-on-3, then she was stripped by Fritzler. Fritzler in the backcourt, now will take it across midcourt. Sloppy start for both teams. Christensen left of the lane, bounce pass to Sanchez, turns, banks, misses. Rebound, Ayana Hollier. That is her 4th. On the outlet to Sailors, long pass, right baseline. And now down low, banking and missing is Hollier. And the rebound to Fritzler. That is her 3rd. Here's Olivia Wolf for Fort Morgan, still at 46-15. Montoya in the high right, back out to Sanchez. Swings it near midcourt. Here's Emma Christensen, left wing to Wolf. In the left corner, wide open shot is missed by Montoya. And the rebound into the hands of Madison Moyers, her 2nd. On the outlet to Sailors. Sailors at the top. Sailors dribbles to her left, left of the paint. In the left corner, Hollier penetrates into the lane. Back out on the right side. Into the paint is Allison Beard. Now to Sailors. In the right corner, wide open Hollier shot. Man, she forced it badly. That looked a horrendous miss there. And Wolf pulls down her 2nd rebound. She pushed that ball, almost like she didn't want to take the shot. Montoya lobs to Sanchez, near midcourt to Christensen. Emma Christensen swings it left side for Wolf. Wolf looking down low, and she's fouled by Allison Beard. That's her 1st. Again, that's the defense Roosevelt plays. They're just way too close sometimes to these Fort Morgan players. Christensen to throw it in. Lobs it off the hand of Fritzler, and it's chased down by Fritzler on the baseline. Now the jump pass is going to go past Jessica Sanchez, out of bounds. Both teams have 2 turnovers in the quarter, and neither team has scored. And Beard comes the other way for Roosevelt. Here is Mackenzie Sailors. They do a nice job of pushing that basketball. On the right wing to Horahan, holding the ball up high, straight away to Beard. Bounce pass down low for Horahan. Dribbles, backs it out to Beard. Wide open 3 is up, and that is well short off the bottom of the rim. Jenda Montoya with her 4th rebound. Again, neither team has scored, and we played over 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. On the high right is Wolf. Wolf looking. Dribbles, bounce pass over to Fritzler. Fritzler dribbles right of the lane. Fritzler, bounce pass to Sanchez, puts it up, and that looked like a foul. Hollier made the contact, and coming away with the basketball was Madison Moyers. Now inside, banking and scoring is Hollier. Oh, that should have been a foul there. 48-15. Under 5.5 remaining in the third. Roosevelt with a 33-point lead over Fort Morgan. Montoya on the high left. Lobs it over the left hand of Fritzler out of bounds. 26 miscues by the Mustangs unofficially. Again, this was a 13-10 game before the 33-3 run. On the outside right is Horahan. Near the top to Beard. Beard well behind the three-point line. Right wing, here is Moyers faking the three, dribbles to her left. Cross court to Sailors. Sailors picks up the dribble. Back out to Horahan, left corner. Beard down low. Hollier banks and scores with the left hand. Nice feed by Allison Beard. And Ayana Hollier has scored again. She has 10 points. It's 50-15. Roosevelt, 4:51 to go. And another foul. Geez, you got to stay. I mean, way too aggressive there. Beard commits her second. Christensen to throw it in. Yeah, at some point you want to back off a little bit. The bounce pass is poked away by Hollier. Mustang turnover. Hollier all the way is fouled by Fritzler as she misses. Hollier to the line. And Jenna commits her third. So we will get to a running clock once we get to the fourth quarter. Unless Fort Morgan can cut into this lead. The Hollier free throws in the air, and that's good. 11 points for Hollier. Cundiff and Holdcroft are into the game for Fritzler and Wolf. Roosevelt 51, Fort Morgan 15. Second free throw is up, and that one is perfect. And they will not pressure. That's the right play there. 52-15, 4:42 to go in the third. Here's Christensen, lost control, got it back. Looking, still looking. Boy, great defense here. Pass near midcourt to Montoya. Montoya nearly fouled by Sailors. Swings it to the right side, poked out of bounds by Horahan, intended for Holdcroft. 3/4 court, the Mustangs to throw it in with Christensen. Emma Christensen. Looking, still looking. Bounce pass on the outside right to Montoya. Dribbles right baseline, knocked out of bounds by Sailors. Christensen to throw it in. With 4:28 to go. There's the lob outside right to Montoya. Dribbles and then has the ball stuffed away here by Horahan. That's going to be a turnover on Fort Morgan. Long pass to Sailors, and she banks it in. Wow. They pushed the ball so well. Sailors now with 8. 54-15 with 4:11 to go in the third. On the high right is Montoya with the basketball. Lob at the top for Cundiff. Cundiff with a left-handed dribble against Ayana Hollier. Maintains the dribble, has to get rid of it. Lobs it right baseline Montoya. Her shot is missed, but a foul on Sailors. And Jenna Montoya to the line. Sailors with her second foul. Mustangs were 9 out of 15 in the opening half at the line. Free throw by Montoya is up, and that's good. Five for 5 here for Roosevelt. Second free throw at 54-16 is in the air, and that's back rimmed. And the rebound to Brooke Meza. Meza out of the pack, dribbles right of the lane. Right corner for Bryn Price, back out to Hess. Hess at the top now for Trujillo. Swings it left side. Here is Bonson Price with a crossover dribble. At the top now for Meza with a right-handed dribble. Back on the high right to Trujillo. On the outside left, here's Rayleigh Hess over to Price. Price with a left-handed dribble in the lane. Swings it left side to Meza, just working around. Down low for Bonson Price. She scores off the feed from Meza. Boy, this team is automatic. The lead is 40. 56-16 with 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Emma Christensen with a crossover dribble. Feeds it cross court, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Kinsey Trujillo with a left-handed dribble. Swings it cross court to Hess. Hess with 3:09 to go in the third. Roosevelt 56, Fort Morgan 16. On the high left to Bonson Price, straight away to Meza. Inside Bonson Price. She scores off the glass. That's a second possession in a row. Those two have combined for a bucket. 58-16 with 2:53 to go. Third quarter. Holdcroft Jump pass tipped away. Cundiff chases it down beyond midcourt. Lob on the right side to Christensen with a crossover dribble. Christensen at the free throw line. Lobs it left side for Holdcroft. Holdcroft against Trujillo. Dribbles to her right near the timeline. Jump pass to Christensen. This defense is tight. That's almost a bump over there. Christensen on the left wing. Looking, still looking. In the left corner, bounce pass to Sanchez. Jump pass towards Christensen. There's going to be maybe a tie-up. Nope. There's a foul and a basket for Christensen. She wrestled it away from Bonson Price and scores off the glass. Nice job by Emma Christensen, her first points of the game. And Bonson Price with her first foul. Montoya's out and Brenneman is back in. Anything to get some momentum for Fort Morgan here, down 58-18. And the free throw for the senior is in the air and in and out. Rebound to Bonson Price. And here is Trujillo at the controls for Roosevelt. Over to Mesa with 2:12 to go in the third. Just moving the ball around, looking for maybe a layup. Price in the right corner for Hess. Hess dribbles to her left. She leans, she banks and scores. It got a little bit of the glass, and it went in off the back of the rim. Nice move there by Hess. She's got 8. It is 60-18. Roosevelt leads Fort Morgan with 1:51 to go in the third quarter. Sanchez back near the timeline to Holcroft. Dribbles to her left. Lobs it down low. That's going to be intercepted by Hess. There is the long pass to Price, but she's going to slow it down. They could have had an easy layup, but I think they want to move the offense here. Move the ball around. Mesa, left baseline to Bonson Price. I can't believe Bonson Price, only a freshman. Here is Hess into the lane. She pulls up, misses off to the left. Rebound to Mesa. They reset. Roosevelt just executing that offense. Now Trujillo's 15-footer hits nothing but glass. That's an ugly miss. Jessica Sanchez with a rebound for Fort Morgan. Down to 1:13 remaining in the third. Roosevelt 60, Fort Morgan 18. Christensen gets a pick from Sanchez, dribbles to her right, feeds it right corner to Brenneman, bounce pass to Christensen, and that's intercepted by Bonson Price. Turnover number 31 for the Mustangs. Trujillo the other way, under 1 minute to go in the third. On the outside left to Bonson Price, swings it cross court. Here is Hess on the right wing to Mesa. At the top now for Price. Back out to Kinsey Trujillo with a left-handed dribble, down to 45 seconds remaining in the third. They might take the final shot. Oh, inside Bonson Price scores off the feed from Price. That's Price to Bonson Price. She's got 6 points in the last 2 minutes, 62-18, and they're using a lot of backboard here to score these points. Emma Christensen with the basketball, just beyond the timeline at the top, into the lane. Bounce pass, Sanchez. Sanchez to her right, had the ball stripped away. 32 turnovers for Fort Morgan. And here comes Roosevelt. 13 seconds to go and a pass out of bounds. The turnover by Bryn Price. And 10 turnovers here for Roosevelt. We will have a running clock once we hit the fourth quarter. There's the pass into Brenneman. We have 10 seconds to go. Crossing midcourt. Now with 7. Left of the lane with 6. Now back in the left corner to Holdcroft with 3. With 2. Montoya puts it up and around and no good. That's the end of 3 quarters of play in Johnstown. Roosevelt 62, Fort Morgan 18 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We head to the fourth quarter and the first of the doubleheader. The Roosevelt girls lead Fort Morgan 62-18. Will be under a running clock. Olivia Wolf, Brooklyn Cundiff, Jenda Montoya, Allison Holdcroft, and Kendra Brenneman for Fort Morgan. They've got the basketball. It is Allison Beard back in there, along with Mackenzie Sailors, Madison Moyers, Maddie Horahan, and Ayanna Hollier. On the outside left, Holdcroft towards the top. That's the Roosevelt lineup. Picks up the dribble, looking, swings it out right side to Wolf. Wolf dribbles to her right. Boy, great defense here by Roosevelt. They're not letting Fort Morgan get an open space whatsoever. Wolf maintains the dribble, has to get rid of it. Bounce pass down low for Montoya. Turns and throws up an air ball. And the ball is pulled away by Peyton Terry. That's who's in there, not Moyers. Here's Mackenzie Sailors on the outside right to Beard. Bounce pass straight away to Peyton Terry, now to Sailors. They'll just work it around inside and nearly a foul. Horahan missed it, but she got it right back. Nice defense by Fort Morgan. Left of the lane, Sailors on the outside left to Horahan. Straight away to Peyton Terry, now to Beard in the right corner to Ayanna Hollier. Maintains the dribble down to 6:53 to go in the game. 62-18. Beard dribbles to her right. At the top now for Horahan. Left corner Hollier. Now to Allison Beard with a right-handed dribble. They're in no hurry to shoot here. They don't need to shoot. Sailors back out to Horahan. Now on the outside left to Beard. Thinks about the three, dribbles to her right. They just move the ball around. Sailors in the left corner against Holcroft. Penetrates underneath the basket. Down low to Hollier. She puts it up and she's fouled as she misses. Now the clock will stop in a second here for the free throws, as Jenna Fritzler will check in. Stopped at 6:19 to go in the game. And the foul, well, they didn't put it up on the board. Oh, there it is. Cundiff commits the foul. The free throws in and out by Hollier. Brooklyn Cundiff with her first. Fritzler's back in. Second free throws upcoming for Hollier. That one's up, and that's good. Ayanna Hollier now has 13 points. Here come the Mustangs with Olivia Wolf, 63-18, with 6:11 to go under a running clock. There's the lob to Fritzler. Fritzler dribbles to her right, picks up the dribble. Lobs it towards the right baseline, intercepted by Ayanna Hollier. Here's Sailors with under 6 minutes to go. In the right corner, wide open. Horahan, three is good. That is Maddie Horahan. 66-18 with 5:47 remaining in the game. Fritzler, left baseline, jump pass inside to Wolf. Wolf is trapped, puts it up, and she's fouled as she misses. And that might have been on Beard, and it was. Her third. Olivia Wolf to the line. Olivia nailed 2 free throws in the opening quarter. That's been it for the scoring, and she misses that one. Oh, no, it goes in. Took the high bounce, and it went in off the back of the rim. 66-19. More substitutions. Christensen is into the game. Second free throw is good. 66-20. That might be Quesada in there for Fort Morgan. Now, we'll check that in a second. No, we'll see. Number 21. There's the lob inside, and banking and scoring is Hollier off a perfect feed from Sailors. Yeah, okay, Ivana Ordaz. And here's Fritzler into the lane and a strip away. Nice strip there by Hollier. As she went up for the shot, Hollier was able to pull it down. We have 5 minutes to go in the game. 68-20 in favor of Roosevelt. With a basketball, Sailors in the left corner. Now left of the lane, Sailors back out straight away to Beard. On the left wing to Sailors against Wolf. Penetrates, leans, bump, and an offensive foul. Nice defense here by Jenna Fritzler. Sailors commits the offensive foul. That's also a turnover there, 11th. The clock does not stop there because it's an offensive foul, so it just keeps moving. As we have under 4.5 minutes remaining in the game. Roosevelt 68, Fort Morgan 20. This was a 13-10 game at one point, and Roosevelt went on a 33-3 run. Emma Christensen spins into the front court on the high left to Ordaz. Baseball pass right side to Wolf, dribbles to her left. At the top now for Fritzler. Inside pass to Ordaz on the left baseline. The ball is loose on the floor, still loose, and it's picked up by Christensen. Bounce pass to Fritzler, 16-footer, short. Ball is loose, and it's rebounded by Kinsey Trujillo. We're under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Roosevelt leads 68-20. On the outside right is Price. This Roosevelt team, very impressive. They go 10 deep. On the high left here to Trujillo. On the right side, here's Sailors dribbling to her left. Back out cross court. The Price three is up, and that's off the back of the rim. Rebound Hollier. She puts it up and in off the glass. Ayanna Hollier now has 17 points. Mustangs down 70-20 with 3.5 to go. And the ball is off Ordaz, out of bounds on that long baseball pass. And here we go with Roosevelt coming the other way. Mustangs a little bit shorthanded. They're shorthanded here in the second half after Kirsten Dahl went down in the second quarter. With the basketball is Trujillo on the outside right to Hess as they just made more substitutions. Now to Price, high right, here's Mesa. Baseball pass inside, poked away. Mesa picks it up, in the left corner. Wide open triple is off the back of the rim by Price. But the rebound to Trujillo, she puts it up and in. Kenzie Trujillo scores. 72-20 with 2:45 to go in the game. Here's Christensen for Fort Morgan. On the high right to Holcroft. Baseball pass down low. Christensen double team. Back out. Fritzer fakes the shot. Dribbles right to the lane. Now to Christensen at the free throw line. Her runners up, and it's off the hand of a Roosevelt defender and pulled away by Bryn Price. Price with her third rebound. 2:25 to go. Here is Hess. Jump pass to Price in the corner. Lob down low for Hess. Dribbles. Cross-court pass. Wide open. Three in the corner is missed over there by Trujillo, and it's pulled away by Olivia Wolf, her third board. Wolf with a long pass to Ordaz. Back out to Christensen. On the high right. Dribbles right baseline. She's bumped. That's a foul on Trujillo. That's a solid drive along the baseline by Emma Christensen. Only the 16th foul. Are they going to say free throws? Wow. Oh, no, that is the 17th foul. With 1:56 to go. 1-1 here for Emma Christensen. The Mustang senior. Bends, shoots, and in and out. Rebound to Fritzler. She puts it up, and that one's good. Jenna Fritzler banks it in. Mustangs down 72-22. We've got 1:44 to go in the game. Bryn Price traveled. That is the 12th turnover for Roosevelt. And did we have a timeout call to get it? Oh, I guess do they want to get DeSelms back in? Well, she just played. She was there for the opening tip. I mean, what's the purpose of this? Just to have her out there, I guess to have her on the court. But she's going to have to stay put. And now Trujillo's out. All right. Well, I guess that's the point of this exercise. But what are you going to do with DeSelm? She cannot play. She's got a cast on her right foot. And this game is over. All we're doing is delaying the end of this game. Well, she'll be on offense, but she can't do anything. She better watch out if she's actually part of the game here. And Roosevelt will have the ball. Well, but there's 6 players then out there. If Trujillo throws it in, and there's 5 on the floor, I don't know what's happening here. Okay, Trujillo's actually not. Okay, Fort Morgan will throw it in. Trujillo looked like they were going to throw it in from the side. I didn't get that at this point. Holdcroft will throw it in for Fort Morgan. Well, DeSelms is out there, but there's nothing she can do. There's the lob into Wolf, and there's the foul. That's the 18th foul. And now DeSelms, just for an appearance here in the fourth quarter, is out. This will be a 1-1. 18th foul. Wolf to the line. All right. Well, she got floor time in the first quarter and the fourth quarter. Olivia Wolf is 4 out of 4 from the line. Free throw is good. Second free throw is upcoming here for Olivia Wolf. 72-23 in favor of Roosevelt. She bends, she shoots, and scores. Boy, great job of free throw shooting today for Wolf. The Mustangs will drop to 2-16 here. Got 1:29 to go. On the outside right is Price. Backs it out to Mesa. Near the top to Trujillo. Down low for Mesa. She puts it up and she misses. And we've got a whistle and a foul. I think that's against Fort Morgan, and it is. That's on Brenneman. That'll be her second. We have 1 minute to go in the game. Roosevelt up by 48. Let's see if they just work the clock here. Here's Bonson Price with a left-handed dribble. Over to Trujillo on the left side. Now to Bryn Price. He'll just work it around. Clock now reads 43 seconds to go. And Roosevelt by 48. Bonson Price. Now in the right corner to Hess. Baseball pass cross court to Trujillo. Boy, excellent passing by Roosevelt. Inside, the ball is tipped away, but banking and scoring off the loose ball is Brooke Meza. She now has 10. The lead is 50, 74-24. Bounce pass over to Brenneman. Back out to Holdcroft, 18 seconds remaining. Jump pass to Brenneman on the right side. Brenneman over to Christensen. Christensen working towards the free throw line. Here's Olivia Wolf, and her shot is blocked over there by Price. Taken back by Wolf. And then the ball is loose and taken by Holdcroft with 2 seconds to go. And that is it. The Roosevelt Rough Riders were challenged early, but they win the game over the Fort Morgan Mustangs by a score of 74-24, as they had 11 players in the scoring column in this game. And there's a reason that Roosevelt is a state title contender. They certainly were very, very impressive in this game against the Fort Morgan Mustangs on Roosevelt's home floor. We'll wait till they clear this, and we'll take a break momentarily here from Roosevelt High School in Johnstown. Just shy of the top of the hour. This is Morgan County's B106. KPRB, Brush, Fort Morgan. With Roosevelt winning this game, we'll see if there's going to be, looks like just 10 minutes in between games, which I wish they would do across the board everywhere instead of 15, because it certainly makes a difference with the post-game coverage, and the extra 5 really doesn't do a ton, especially if you have auxiliary courts to warm up on. So the Roosevelt Rough Riders win the game 74-24. It's a 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at Roosevelt High School in Johnstown. The Mustang post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College, here to make your dreams become a reality for all students. Check them out today at morgancc.edu. The Roosevelt Rough Riders move to 16-2 as they defeat the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs 74-24. It was a 13-10 game until they went on a 33-3 run. 27-10 after one, 46-15 at the break. Then it was 62-18 after 3, and a 12-6 fourth quarter for Roosevelt. The Rough Riders had 11 players in the scoring column, led by Ayana Hollier with 17 points. Brooke Meza had 10, 3 points with 8 points apiece. 3 players, that is, Mackenzie Sailors, Rayleigh Hess, and Ryan Bonson Price. Next up, it was Kinsey Trujillo with 7 points. And then you had 4 points for Maddie Horahan, 3 in the game for Allison Beard, as well as Madison Moyers, 2 for Peyton Terry, and 2 for Bryn Price. The Mustangs got 8 points from Jenna Fritzler, 6 from Olivia Wolf, 5 from Kirsten Dahl, played just the first half due to injury. Jenda Montoya with 3 and Emma Christensen with 2. The Mustangs in the game at 34 turnovers, Roosevelt with 12. Rebounding unofficially, 21 in the game for Fort Morgan. And Roosevelt was all over the boards. They had 34 rebounds. Hollier and Trujillo had 6 apiece for Roosevelt. The Mustangs had Wolf, Fritzler, and Montoya with 4 rebounds apiece. The Mustangs were 14 out of 23 from the free throw line, and Roosevelt 9 out of 18, 50%. Again, Fort Morgan drops to 0-8 in league play, 2-16 overall, and Roosevelt is 8-0 in the Longs Peak. And they have a record of 16-2. It is senior day here in Johnstown, so we'll have more than 10 minutes in between games. In fact, we're going to take a short break. We'll take a short break and we'll get you to some music since we'll have an extended break here. We'll get to some music here in 1 minute and come back with a boys game as Roosevelt wins 74-24 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.